Articulation Radio. Articulation.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another informative and entertaining episode of Articulation Radio. I am your host, the Honorable Walking Man. You know how we do things here at Articulation Radio. We will start off the day's episode by taking a glance at the news headlines, and today's news segment is sponsored by BePublished.org.
These are three of the news headlines and events I saw today, Thursday, November 10th, 2022, when visiting EliteValuesNews.com on your behalf. Due to Tropical Storm Nicole, school is canceled for all students on today in the Madison District. Employees should still report to work in Madison, Florida. An election misinformation in sub-Saharan Africa webinar will be taking place today at 12 noon. You may register online at ppc.uiowa.edu. And today's horoscope reads as such. Mercury in Scorpio squares off with Saturn in Aquarius at 2:52 a.m. today, which can find us navigating communication blocks or delays early morning. But the mood is especially romantic as Venus in Scorpio connects with Neptune in Pisces at 7:22 a.m. The moon in Gemini makes a helpful connection with Saturn in Aquarius at 9:22 p.m., helping us get clear on our boundaries. Those are three of the news headlines and events I saw in visiting EliteValuesNews.com on your behalf. As you know, so much happens in this world of ours, and the staff at Elite Values News makes it a point to keep you abreast of as much as possible. Check out the headlines any minute, within any hour, on any day, and feel free to hit refresh for more under any category, because there are multiple categories on which they do report. I am Goddess Sage, reporting live.
Looking for the latest news? Visit Elite Values News. EliteValuesNews.com has all the latest news and information. Check out the headlines hourly. EliteValuesNews.com. Visit now.
Do you want to be published? Are you looking for a high-quality, low-cost way to be published with a fast turnaround? Visit BePublished.org to publish today. www.BePublished.org. BePublished.org. Publish today. Books, movies, and music. Listeners, we love you, we hear you, and I am so glad to be here with you today on this episode of Articulation Radio. I have an interview coming up for you, and I also have a topic, so stay tuned.
Over and done with you. the thin air.
You have a product? Let them help you increase sales. You have a video? Let them help you make it go viral. Peoplewarmers.com. PeopleWarmers.com for all your advertising, marketing, and promotional needs. They also take care of events planning. Peoplewarmers.com.
Reminiscing
ARTistreview.com. All artists need a platform. The Artist Review makes sure you have the one you need to put your work in front of your fans. ARTistreview.com. Artist, REVUE.com. Have you always wanted to start a business but can't seem to get it off the ground? Call 972-880-8316 for your free initial consultation with a representative from The Conglomerate, or visit theconglomerate.work today to book your consultation in person. Theconglomerate.work, TheConglomerate.work, theconglomerate.work. Call 972-880-8316 to start your new business today.
Today's episode of Articulation Radio was kicked off with Out of Thin Air by Jesse Lawrence featuring Jolyon. After that, you heard You Don't Know by Goddess Sage and Ocean Eyes by Rashawnda Campbell. Now, today's episode is titled Making Jewelry That's Fabulous, because Goddess Sage will be interviewing Rashawnda Campbell. She's the author BeaShaw, whose book Daring to Be Different came out some years back, but she is also a well sought after custom jewelry maker and she's also a vocalist that has performed at state fairs and everything. But definitely we're going to be playing a few more songs of Rashawnda's. As a matter of fact, most of the music that you will hear on today's episode of Articulation Radio will be songs performed by Rashawnda Campbell. So we're going to just go ahead and keep this show rolling. Go ahead and play a couple more cuts, have Goddess Sage to come on with Rashawnda Campbell so you all can get a few tips on how you can find a way to make those artistic, creative dreams of yours happen, and even see how you can even do it on a budget. So you got to stay tuned. But in the meantime, head on over to Amazon.com right now. Put in Daring to Be Different by BeaShawnda, BeaShawnda, Daring to Be Different by BeaShawnda. They're on Amazon, anywhere, be sure to grab it on up. But in the meantime, gonna go ahead and get some more cuts rolling for you. I'm gonna play For Sure by Ray and Ray featuring Revel Day. Then we will go ahead and bring on that interview with Goddess Sage and Rashawnda Campbell.
You are listening to Articulation Radio. Head on over to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts.
Would you like a motivational speaker to come to your company or organization to speak to your group? Visit lifespurposeministries.com. That's lifespurposeministries.com.
There is trouble, it's hard to confide. You move my world round every time. Sprint you magic in, you belong with the fairies. No matter what I say, it's black or white, not gray. Gotta stay loose when next to you, for sure, or else you get bruised. There's no pick and choose, for sure. You set the weather, every cloud, every rain. You're above and beyond. Oh, every tune is your song. Doesn't matter what I say, there is no other way. Gotta stay loose when next to you, for sure, or else you get bruised. There's no pick and choose, for sure. Oh, don't shift, don't change, keep driving me crazy. Easy gets colorless, I like your man. Gotta stay loose when next to you. I wanna be sure, or else you get loose. There's no pick and choose, for sure.
Do you frequently shop online and you're looking for a new place to shop? Join the club, JeffersonTaylor.club, where models, designers, inventors, and other creators offer customers the best products at fair prices. Jefferson Taylor, JeffersonTaylor.club. Join the club. Shop today, JeffersonTaylor.club.
Articulation Radio is very pleased to have on the line with us today, people. We have the author, the performer, the jury maker. We have the artist, Rashawnda Campbell, also known as the author BeaShawnda. Her book, Daring to Be Different, which I'm sure you have a copy of. If not, head on over right now to Amazon and get your copy of Daring to Be Different by BeaShawnda, BeaShawnda. But yes, we do have Rashawnda Campbell on the line all the way from Mississippi. Rashawnda, how you doing today?
I'm okay. This weather and stuff threw me off.
Well, yeah, tell us about some of the great things that you're involved with and some of the things that you have going on, because I know you're creating new artwork, you have new jewelry, so yeah, let us know about, and even you have new music out, and people, we will be playing some of her songs for you as well. But I would say, yeah, from the door, let them know, how you do what you do and why you do what you do.
Well, first of all, I like to paint. I like to sing. I like to make jewelry. I started out as doing it as a hobby. I was going through a lot, so I turned my hobby into something beautiful. I always put God first in everything that I do. I never forget about Him when I'm doing these things. It's crazy. With the painting, I can't even draw, but I know how to paint. It's crazy. I don't know how to really make jewelry, but, I ended up making earrings and bracelets and all this crazy stuff. But I always try to uplift people through my painting, my work, just things that I do in general is to inspire people and to get people to, find themselves within themselves, So it's one of those things where you have to find who you are creatively to get through a lot of stuff, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm excited. I'm happy. People are coming from everywhere, saying how much they like my work and how much, they appreciate me, how much I inspire them, which even surprises me. And, sometimes it gets overwhelming, but I'm here for it. I'm happy. Here for it. As long as, people get a joy out of everything,
Yes. And let's talk a little bit more about that, because I'm sure that there are some people who are dealing with some things now and they need some outlets. And you had mentioned how pretty much, you just follow your spirit. It's not like you have been trained to do certain things. You just follow your heart and do what it is you want to do, and do it the way you would like to do it. Let other people know how they can get started as well. Like if they want to get into jewelry making, for instance, what is some of the first things that they would need to do?
First of all, what I did, I went to like maybe the Dollar Tree or a Walmart, and I would just start out with little odds and ends, like simple stuff, like little brushes and paints, and then you go and build up, till you can get with everything that you need, and then you start just throwing paint. If you're angry, just throw paint on the canvas. You just figure out a way to to just create, and it takes up your time and it keeps you busy and it keeps you from just doing something silly or foolish. And, it's like one of those things where you have to grow and build as well as to figure out what you want to do. It's all about what in your heart, in your mind, you want to create. You can't be like anybody else. That's one thing about me. I like being versatile, so I can't be like everybody else because I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be different. I want to be different. So, and by me being authentically, beautifully different, people will the people that love you and gravitate towards you, they're going to appreciate you as well. You don't have to be somebody that you're not. And that's my whole point of saying all of that. You have to learn to be authentically you. Finding you and who you are.
And what are some tips that you have for people who, say, for instance, they're like, I must admit I'm a people pleaser and I'm always, putting other people's needs ahead of mine, even if I know those people don't have my best interest, and they have a hard time, I would say, honestly, finding the value in themselves. They still value other people more than they value themselves. What kind of tips would you give them to help them be able to find the value within themselves and also to be willing to devote the time that is required to delve into any kind of therapeutic or artistic expression?
One thing that you have to do, one thing, rule I have, I create alone. I don't have people around me when I'm creating. You have to have a tunnel vision. You have to really block out all the naysayers, the haters, and all of that, and just go and create what you want to do. Because there's always somebody going to say, well, girl or sir, I don't like what you're doing and this and that. And my thing is, if you create alone, when the product is finished, they have no reason to say anything. I mean, it's already out there. So by me doing that, it's like, I have a better result because I'm putting out content. I'm doing and creating.
And it's true to what you want because, you don't have people interfering with the process and, I would say forcing their vision to alter it.
Yeah, because I done had a lot of people, oh, I don't like this, oh, I don't like that. But then I said, you know what? I'm going to do my own thing and be happy about it. You can have input, but at the same time, it's all about what you want and what you want in your life and how you want to be creatively, spiritually, all of that. And, I'm just so proud and happy. I done came a long way. Even though I got issues and stuff like that, you got to have a creative, good outlet, because if not, you will go through all kind of stuff, and it'll be a point where you be depressed and angry and mad and frustrated. That's how I'm able to get through stuff through my artwork and through my painting and my jewelry and all of that. I'm just excited.
I so agree. And it does feel good to, have it to wear, because I know like with me and the pieces that I've made, it feels good to be able to have it to where you're wearing your own jewelry, you wear your own earrings, your own necklace, your own bracelet, your own belt,
exactly.
Your own shoes, your own clothes, just stuff, and even having on your walls your own paintings, and on your bookshelves your own books, and in your CD player your own CD, and in your DVD player your own movie. It's like that type of thing, or watching on YouTube. So definitely is exciting, and it I would say definitely does. It's something that's kind of self-sustaining, I would say, at least for me. It's like it's something that keeps feeding itself. It provides for itself, even if in no way then the aspect, because it's not always about selling it. It's
exactly.
Literally the experience is not limited to our customers. The experience of our art also extends to us as well, and being able to go back and reread that book, and that book gives a certain message that it didn't give you before, but one where it's like, wow, I needed to hear this today. Like, wow, did I write that? And the same even with the music, to be able to have it to where you're having it out where people can hear it and experience it the way you want. Tell us a little bit about, for you creatively, for the music side, some of the things, and even I would say not just the music side, because we know you've talked about the creating the jewelry, doing the paintings, but let me know from the aspect of writing your books, as well as your poetry, as well as, of course, doing your music. How are you able to devote the time regularly to that?
Well, first of all, it's like I said, it was a hobby. I've been doing singing since I was 9, doing portraits since I was 15. So it's one of those things where when I was younger, I don't know about nobody else, but when I was younger, I was scared to death when I was younger, getting up on the stage. You know what I'm saying? And I was so nervous, I ended up, just closing my eyes, but I still sung. I was like, oh my goodness. And, I had over time to, face my fears. And that's another thing, when you're creating, you can't be afraid to jump into the unknown. You just have to say, okay, I'm going to do it, And a lot of people are afraid to just up and do something new or do something they never did. Like, people have told me, oh, I'm scared of that. Oh, I don't want to do that. But how you going to know if you don't ever want to do something that you know that you like to do? It's kind of silly, but I'm just inspiring people to get them to, try to be more open about different creative avenues so they can be a better person, a better friend, a better everything. It's crazy, people didn't even know that I could do this. They was like, what, you paint? What? You sing? What? When you start doing this? It's like one of those things where, I'm just grateful for it all. I want people to get something out of what I'm doing. They don't have to do what I do. Whatever their thing is, they could go and find what they like to do. And what I'm saying is I want them to tap into what their things that they haven't found or things they don't want to face. This is a process for me, and it's new for me. And sometimes it's overwhelming, but I'm still doing it. I'm proud of me. And I want people to understand, hey, this is not an easy thing, but I'm taking the time out, literally, to be creative. And I found out that's my authentic self, and it makes me happy, and it makes me feel better. I'm more, how you say it, I'm more aware of things around me and different things like that. It just opens up a whole avenue of things to come and good things to come. But you first got to try. That's the thing that I'm saying. You got to try. You just can't say, well, okay, I'm not going to do this today or I'm not going to do this. You got to take the time out to try. And most people don't want to do that. You got to literally devote the time to try in order to even get the ball started or rolling or whatever, It's just one of those things where you have to, be you and be what you want to be.
Yes, exactly. And people, if you have not already done so, head on over right now to Amazon.com. Get your copy of Daring to Be Different by BeaShaw. Daring to Be Different by BeaShaw. And, of course, head on over to YouTube right now to her YouTube channel. Put in Rashawnda Campbell, and that way you will even be able to hear her performing some of her music. I'll play a couple of her songs right now, but you will be able to check her out. Rashawnda, what is it that you would like to say to the listeners of Articulation Radio that you have not yet had the chance to express, to inspire them to go after their creative aspirations, whether it's doing books, movies, music, making jewelry, knitting, whatever it is they're interested in? What would you like for them to do? What would you like for them to know? What are your final words to the listeners?
Never be like anybody else. Always put God first and love yourself for who you are. Many people are going to come and say what you shouldn't be doing, but you have to tune out everything and everybody to get you together, make you a better person. And that way things will be happy.
Yes, listeners, you heard it here. We are about to go ahead and toss this back to Joaquin Man, and he is going to play a couple of more songs for you by Rashawnda Campbell. Hold on tight, people, but head over to Amazon right now and get your copy of her book, Daring to Be Different by BeaShawnda, BeaShawnda. And in the meantime, if you are in the area of Jackson, Mississippi, holler at Rashawnda Campbell and get you some homemade jewelry, baby. She even does custom orders. So reach out to her on her Facebook and tell them your Facebook, how they can find you on Facebook.
It's a long name. It's Rashawnda Doing Me. Why you mad? It's a long name, but
say
they'll
it again
find
so
me.
it can be clear. Because what was it again?
Rashawnda Doing Me. Why you mad? That's my name on
Okay,
Facebook.
so no Campbell on it. Okay, so it's just Rashawnda Doing Me. Why you mad? Is what she said
Yes,
on
ma'am.
Facebook. So, all right,
Yes,
people,
ma'am.
check her out. Joaquin Man, take it over from here. Roll those cuts.
Media Room 360 TV. Media Room 360 TV is a channel that has something for everyone, from world news, inspiration, programming for kids, politics, sports, technology, and entertainment. Media Room 360 TV has got you covered. Check out one of our shows today on Roku. Media Room 360 Internet Television on Roku. And if you need a speaker, head over to Media Room 360 Speakers at MediaRoom360.com. That's MediaRoom360.com. You just heard Calling Jesus by Rashawnda Campbell. Up next is Falling Into You by Rashawnda Campbell, as well as Rashawnda Campbell's Chains. Then you will hear I Grieve by Rashawnda Campbell, followed by Praising Saved by Rashawnda Campbell, and Matthias Andreasen's Compromise.
If you'd like more information on how you can be an eyelash artist, call us at 314-560-1641 or 888-585-LASH, lashingoutloudinc.com.
I see
Articulation Radio thanks you so much for listening. So head on over right now to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts on today's episode. In the meantime, we're going to keep the show rolling for you.
Are you looking for grant writers, technical writers, creative writers, academic writers, any kind of writers? Head to the Writers Consortium. Their website, writersconsortium.us, www.writersconsortium.us, the Writers Consortium, writersconsortium.us, for all of your writing needs. Think of it, they can produce it for you. They are the ghost writers to the top people.
It was only 1 hour ago. It was all so there and then. They say love carries on, carries on and on and on and on. The news that you is yours, in place, the final rose is just an ending antique cage. Can't handle this of the rain for you. And you medicine was gone. They say love carries on. They say love carries on and on and on. Love carries on, the people love me, and everyone that's out on the street. And all the dogs and cats, and in the flies and rust, and the rocks and the rust, and the ashes and the dust, like every song and on and on and on, like carries on and on and on, like carries on and on and on and on, like carries on and on and on. So we're running, home we resign, the faces we hide, the way we are dying, like all on and on and on and on, like on is on and on.
Want to buy stocks, jewels, real estate, or other high-end items? Would you love to be able to contribute to charitable initiatives but cannot do these things with the money you currently have? Join Regal City Investment and Social Club, where you can pool money each month with other investors to make major purchases, give to the needy, and possibly turn a profit. www.regalcity.xyz. Become a Regal citizen today by joining Regal City Investment and Social Club. regalcity.xyz.
'Cause you set me free. Lord, you are so good. You are so amazing. Lord, I love you so. You are the one alone. For you have set me free. I can't explain what you done to me. Lord, you're so good to me. For you have set me free.
Weddings are expensive, but your love is worth it. Go to marryusnow.us to book the Minister of Love to officiate your wedding today. The fee is only $200 if your wedding is in the city of Chicago, and there's only a small fee to get the Minister of Love to travel outside of Chicago to your wedding location. Book the Minister of Love today. Visit marryusnow.us. That's marryusnow.us.
Playing on my upgrade, reminiscing about last way. Remember that we had a big fight. Maybe words didn't come out right. I wish that I was sober, and I wish that I could call her, tell her to come over, and wish that I could hold her. If I could turn back the hands of flame, turn it back and make you change your mind. If I could turn back the hands of flame. Baby, there be no more lies. I would promise that more lies. Baby, look into my eyes. Maybe you can compromise. Baby, there be no more lies. I would promise that more lies. Baby, look into my eyes. Maybe you can compromise. Baby, are you gone now? Am I on my own? Will I walk alone now? Not sure I can move on now. Tell me I'm supposed to breathe without you. But memories like a tattoo, I can't forget about you. If I could turn back the hands of flame, turn it back and make you change your mind. If I could turn back the hands of flame.
you are a savvy senior who's seeking a lifestyle club that's centered around you, visit sittingroom.xyz today. The Sitting Room, sittingroom.xyz, where savvy seniors socialize, get event invites, organize among themselves, as well as obtain merchandise and get engaged to create new things. The Sitting Room, sittingroom.xyz. Visit today.
My people, my fam, my folks, I thank you so much. We all here at Articulation Radio, thank you so much for tuning in today and making us a part of what it is that you do. We encourage you to go over to our website, articulationmedia.club, and let us know not only what you think about today's episode, but make sure that your music, your interview, and your ad all take place right here on this station, Articulation Radio. Go to articulationmedia.club right now and hook yourself up. Make sure that you do that so you can hook other people up. But be sure to tune in again on Articulation Radio. We'll catch you again soon. And in the meantime, you already know, keep being a doer, keep being a move maker, and keep making things happen.
Articulation. 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 How long have you been sitting on that manuscript? It's time to move it forward. Stop talking. Bepublished.org. 972-880-8316. Bepublished.org. BePublished.org.